Hi friends, welcome to the holidays at Harmony Hills Home and Garden. Today we're here at Ladew Topiary Gardens and we're going to tour the manor house after it's been decorated for Christmas by various designers, garden clubs, and other organizations. It's a beautiful sight. Come with us and let's explore the Ladew Manor decorated for Christmas. Ladew Topiary Gardens is about 20 miles north of Baltimore. It has been named one of the top 5 gardens in North America and has been named as the most outstanding topiary garden in America by the Garden Club of America. It has been featured as one of the 10 incredible topiary gardens around the world by Architectural Digest. It was designed and developed by Harvey Ladew, who lived from 1887 until 1976. Ladew's 22 acres of gardens feature more than 100 larger-than-life topiary forms which serve as the backbone and centerpiece of the gardens, and they define a series of garden rooms including the white, rose, yellow, sculpture, and iris gardens. A life-sized hunt scene of topiary horses, riders, hounds, and fox welcomes visitors as they arrive and stands as one of the best-known elements of the gardens. From the iconic hunt scene in the Great Bull to the more intimate Yellow Garden, Ladew's gardens are maintained to the highest horticultural standards and with a dedication to the design intent of Harvey Ladew. The house, which was built over 3 centuries, is home to Ladew's remarkable collection of English antiques and equestrian-themed art. The manor house preceded and inspired the gardens, which reflect its beauty, elegance, and humor. The historic manor was adorned in festive holiday splendor, each room decorated by talented floral designers and garden clubs. And so here I'm going to share my videos and photos that I took while we were touring the manor house. The back porch was decorated by the Evergreen Garden Club. It features these pillars wrapped with cypress garlands and also peppermint ribbons. Had some ornamental kale going up the steps. And then on the porch itself, it had a cute little vignette of a fox. This is, after all, Hunt Club country here in Maryland. So the fox with the garland and the lantern, a really sweet addition here. And on the other side, a nice basket full of greens and a case of Guinness, which apparently was one of the drinks of choice in the manor house in the day of Harvey Ladew. Coming in from the back porch, you enter the manor house kitchen, which was decorated by Debbie Polakpak from Enchanted Gardens. She used the theme of the movie White Christmas, so it's decorated in a 1940s/50s style. It features some images from the movie itself, but also thematic elements from the 1940s and 1950s. In Vermont especially. Lots of natural evergreens here, a lot of use of Nandina domestica, magnolia, pine, and other garden, wonderful garden greens. The sideboard showcases the antique dishes and this beautiful sink. Look how it's decked out. Isn't that sweet? And then, of course, all the linens that are so popular in the 1950s. Christmas tree over there, we'll come back to it in a minute, but it did have a lot of shiny bright ornaments on it. The table is looks like it's being set up for in the middle of a baking day. And here's the tree with vintage ornaments, shiny bright, and other old-fashioned antique ornaments. And I did love these cluster lights that were just glimmering and glowing all throughout the space here in the kitchen in abundance with the greens. I really love that look. Leaving the kitchen, you enter through a door that leads you to the pantry, but there's this beautiful wreath on it, and I wanted to make sure we saw that. In the pantry, the decorator here was someone named Bahia Acquarelli. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. The pantry is a small space, but it was overloaded with beautiful greens and other botanic elements. Poinsettias, moss balls, preserved boxwoods, again more nandinas, lots of what looked like fir or pine or spruce, I'm not sure exactly. We got white berries, we got orange berries, red berries, pine cones, candles, angel figurines, Just so many beautiful pieces of greens. And the pantry leads you into the formal dining room. Now this portion of the house was built in the late 1700s, so it's the oldest part of the house. And this dining room was decorated in the most spectacular manner. There's a beautiful tree there. The decorations on the tree are nice, but wait until I show you this fireplace. Oh my. Boxwood under the mantel, roses, a fresh rose arrangement on the mantel. Again, more Nandina on the floor. On the table, there are beautiful fresh flower arrangements in crystal vases. Over here on the windowsill, this gorgeous fresh flower display. Absolutely spectacular. So beautiful. The designer here is the Garden Club of 20, founded in 1913. And they came together to form the foundation that eventually led to the preservation of Ladew Gardens. I have to say, this fireplace really blew me away. This boxwood garland on here, I mean, how full and gorgeous and lush is this? And I asked the docent, and she said, yes, it's all real, fresh evergreen. I just wanted to stare at it for hours and pick it apart and learn how they built it. The next room on the tour was the office, and unfortunately, I was so busy looking at the beauty of it, I forgot to take much video of it, so I apologize for that. This room was decorated by the Country Garden Club of Harford County. This room is also in the 1780s portion of the house, and it really displays the equestrian and hunt club theme of the entire house. This is a really interesting shadow box. It's about 6 inches deep and set into the bookcase. The next portion of the tour put us into the entrance hall, and I took note of the way they used ribbons above the doors. I thought that was interesting, and also noticed the ribbons and bows on all of the hunting horns and things. Staircase has got beautiful poinsettias and garlands going up the railing. The hall table had some interesting uses of leaves and stems and sticks and berries and nuts, and they had been painted metallic and then formed into various tree shapes and holiday decorations. The next room was the drawing room, which was decorated by the Garden Club of York. This room is beautiful. It's one of the more modern rooms. This was in use in the mid to late 20th century. I really loved the way they used fairy lights and twinkle lights in this room. For some reason, there's a wedding dress here. I'm not exactly sure whose dress this is or why it's on display here, but it's pretty. It's beautiful. Although I believe Harvey Ladew was never married, so I'm not sure whose dress this is. The tree was done up in beautiful shades of clear glass, blush, ivory, white, and silver, and it really matched a bridal theme very beautifully. The next room here that we're entering is the Elizabethan room. It was decorated by Hedgerow, which is a gift and flower shop in Baltimore. This room was a lounging area for Mr. Ladew, and it's been decorated with gorgeous, frothy greens and florals and fruits. I just love the way all of these berries and fruits are mixed together on this mantle with different evergreens. I am a mixed evergreen kind of a gal, aren't I? And then around the windows and the wreaths. Oh, look at that ceiling. Amazing. And the paneling. Oh, so pretty. Well-loved furniture. You can tell Mr. Ladew used this room a lot. I keep being drawn back to the mantels in this house. They're so well decorated. I absolutely love this look. Oh, I just noticed the pineapple at the top of the tree. And the furniture, again, is well used, well loved. Oh, more fruit. Oh, what a beautiful display. I guess that's a partridge in a pear tree, isn't it? Oh, and then this table full of potted flowering plants. So pretty. I wish I knew the names of all of those. Hey, look at this. Maybe we've all seen skirts made out of florals, but look at this one made out of holly, with a velvet top and a satin ribbon and a beautiful holly skirt. How dramatic is that? Very envious of that display. Next, we made our way into the marble hall and the exit area. This was decorated by the Hardy Garden Club. I love the way they use the pomanders hanging from the door frame, and that brings it right up next to you when you pass through this area. Although Dave said, a little too close up next to him for his liking, had to duck to get through there, but it really did smell so wonderful, so I thought it was a great idea. This staircase here was a spiral staircase decorated with topiaries and garlands, and it was really, really pretty. So, yeah, here's another view of it. Just really nice. Lovely architecture here. And then here was a topiary Christmas tree. I forget, I don't remember if I checked if this was real or faux. In this marble hall, there were also 2 taxidermied foxes, which were very real looking. They had been posed quite realistically, and kind of startled me there for a minute, especially this one, sitting up there on the bench all perked up, looking just like my puppy, except maybe not quite as alive. The last room on the tour was decorated by St. George's Garden Club, and it is the Oval Library. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's due to be renovated this coming winter and spring, I believe. So had, again, more just garden natural elements. They used this sagey green colored velvet ribbon everywhere. Just simple swag garland around the ceiling, but because the room is so beautiful, they didn't really need to augment it very much. The tree is a beautiful live tree, and the mantle is decorated very beautifully with a fresh flower arrangement on either side. If you look at the woodwork very closely, you can see that the bookshelf behind the Christmas tree is actually a door leading to a secret tunnel that takes you outside into another part of the property. Sorry for the strange camera angles. I was trying to avoid getting other people in. Look at this bridge table. Isn't that pretty? It's a needle-pointed top. That was the end of the inside tour, so we went out and looked around just a few of the garden spaces nearby the house. This sweet little courtyard area has a fountain in the middle of it in which they've put blue Christmas lights and a bubble blower. Isn't that sweet? Well, we were there in the afternoon, of course, but in the evening that would be a nice little blue display. Here's a dovecote, gorgeous. And this flower bed had these brightly colored, these are lights, and they're solar powered, and they're meant to look like, I guess, lilies. So it'd be interesting to see those at night. But above it, they've got a faux weeping cherry tree made out of white lights. Here's the famous hunt scene. There's a fox there on the left, and then the hounds coming after the fox, and 2 horses with their riders getting ready to jump over the hedge. The display also included a few more lights around the outside. These boxwoods are shaped like Christmas gifts, outlined with lights. And then they had some containers with huge big branches, both red and white. White pine down in the bottom, and probably others with some ornaments on it. All of their window boxes are black, but they had red ribbon wrapped around them, and they were stuffed chock full with various evergreens. Here's a closer look. So it looks to me like cryptomeria, maybe some arborvitae, some pine, holly, magnolia, who knows what else. Here's another pot. It looks like it's got yew branches in the back for height, some ornaments, cryptomeria, holly, and ornamental kale. Well, thank you so much for coming along with us on that beautiful tour. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and maybe you took away some ideas for some garden-themed Christmas decorations for your home in the future. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon, friends. Happy holidays. Hi, friends. Welcome to Harmony Hills Home and Garden. I'm Jenny, and we live... Hi, friends. Welcome to Harmony Hills Home and Garden. It is Christmas time here in Baltimore. Well, that's dumb. Let me start over. Hi, friends. Welcome to the holidays at Harmony Hills Home and Garden. Hi, friends. Welcome to holidays at... Hi, friends. Welcome to the holidays at Harmony Hills Home and Garden. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and maybe took away some ideas for some garden themed. Did you want to be in the video?